But anyway, I was feeling like pretty under the weather. And also, it might just be a psychosomatic reaction to the absolute insane dog shit that I had to go through that, you know, just gives me a sort of aversion to even coming out and, you know, presenting myself publicly. What do I mean by that? Well, okay, let me tell you about the week I had, just to give you kind of an overview, and then you'll know what I'm talking about, right? First of all, we did, like a week ago, we did an episode of the Four Horsemen, which is where me, Thorin, and Monty LARP as if we're the saviours of the esports industry, when in fact it cannot be saved, nor does it deserve to be. And yeah, we do that, and we were talking about Saudi Arabian investment, weren't we? Because Saudi Arabia, the Saudi Arabian Public Investment Fund, has decided that it wants to buy ESL, buy Faceit, probably will buy up a bunch of other properties in the space. And, you know, what can we really do or say about it all? It's like, you know, I don't particularly like regimes that criminalize people for expressing love in a way that makes sense to them. I think that's evil. So, you know, I have a particular disgust for that, frankly. And so what made it interesting was, at the time, me, Duncan, and Monty were kind of like saying, hey, you know, all these like content creation companies that get to make content, and what they always do is they make content with fucking people who, like, they're either good at the content but no one cares what they've got to say, or they're just shit and assholes. So, you know, and they piss through the money in 2.5 years, and none of us are any the wiser. The only thing that you really have to show for it is some dead YouTube channel with a bunch of videos with like 50 to 200 views on them. So we got to thinking, what if we were the people that spent the money for a change? Okay, cool. Let's go get some investment. Let's make our own kind of content company. And we got as far as talking to investors, which, you know, it's not particular. I don't know how far that really is in the grand scheme of things. I have people calling me up all the time asking to give me money, if you can believe it. We went and had talks with one of the companies, which was Faceit, right? And that was before they got bought by Saudi money. And that literally, on the day we did the Horseman, it had just been announced. And so I was like, guys, I'm out, if that's the money, right? And they were like, well, yeah, us too. And I'm like, so what, were we doing this? Or we can't possibly do this, right? Once you take that money, everything we've ever said ever in our careers is kind of irrelevant, isn't it? So we agreed that we weren't going to take the money, but it was just at the time we didn't put like a hard out on it on the show, because we'd just gone live and we didn't know what the fuck was going on. So anyway, long story short, me saying on the show that I think the Saudi government's bad and people shouldn't take Saudi money seemed to just trigger a bunch of fucking deranged freaks into thinking I was calling people out for taking Saudi money, but I was going to take a big chunk of Saudi money too, as if I would just be that openly hypocritical. So I had one particular guy was like going after me, probably watching now, I don't even know, like spamming me with all sorts of fucking insane shit, saying I was bought and paid for by the Saudi government, said that it was a disgrace to Maria's memory, and implying that he couldn't possibly have had like a real relationship with her, that it was all fake, and just mad shit like this. So that guy was just spamming me, spamming my employers, spamming my friends. Just went off the deep end. Ton of DMs, by the way, saying I was a racist, and the real reason I didn't want to take Saudi Arabian money is because I'm an Islamophobe. Live in Birmingham, worked for the fucking council here in a fucking section of the council that was distributing money to help Muslims fleeing tyrannical Islamic theocracies so they could resettle with their families. I did that, right? I was the minority there, and I did that because I felt passionate about that. But I'm an Islamophobe, of course. That's really what's going on. So anyway, that was one day. And then, let me get the order right. Then a thread went up about a popular YouTuber who, for some reason, my name is now synonymous with. I don't even say their name, don't really think about them, don't really talk about them, have no reason to. And just 30% of the comments about that were lies about me, which again triggered a sort of outrageous reaction of people, you know, sending abuse my way, spamming my socials. These are always the days where the bots appear on the YouTube channel, if any of you have seen that. Had that, Then the major got announced, didn't it? We all saw that, didn't we? The major got announced. And basically that led to, literally, no joke, hundreds of comments in threads on Reddit, HLTV, Twitter, all just saying, PGL's got it, so Richard Lewis is going to host again. I don't want Richard Lewis to host. He's a garbage host. He's a garbage person. He's part of this clandestine old boys network. It's like, guys, what more can I say? I said after PGL I wouldn't work with PGL again. Right? I said after the last major, didn't I? I also said I'm not interested in hosting events in general and that it's a young person's game and I would happily step aside so all the young talent can have opportunities. Something I've actually done in my career, and you can go and ask Frankie about that when I was setting up WSOE in Vegas. Then, privately, I told PGL, don't even ask. Hire this person, and I gave them a bunch of names and said, hire these people, and you will have a sick event. And that's the if you want to re-establish a relationship and build up a bridge, actually fucking listen to me this time, because I care about CSGO, because I have a disease that won't let me just quit this fucking nonsense. But no, I had to get absolutely hammered with just hundreds of abusive comments for an event I'm not going to work. I publicly said I don't want to work. I publicly said I will support whoever works in my place. You cannot win. It is ridiculous. And so I got sick around about this time, and I just did something I haven't done for a good while, and that is I retreated to the man cave. And basically, I've just been sat in the man cave, eating snacks. You can probably see I'm a little bit more jowlier than usual today. Been drinking beers, drinking whiskey, popping painkillers, not the dangerous kind, just ibuprofen to just keep the fever down, and playing PS5. It's been great. Listen, this is how good of a holiday for the mind it's been. I've played Persona 5, guys. I am in the middle. I am in Persona 5. I'm playing the weebiest shit I've ever played in my life. PS5 Royal. I've finally done it. You have to hold up the weebs outside to me. You know what, though? It's been good. I've enjoyed it. I have enjoyed Persona 5. There you go. Never thought I would say that. Took one look at it and I'm going, Japanese school kid running around fighting demons. Can't be arsed, really. That's that. But it is actually a good game and I've enjoyed it, and I do like JRPGs as a rule anyway. So I've been doing that and it's been good. It's been refreshing.